Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for a moment of silence.
Hello, Homestead, and welcome back to HHS In Depth. I'm Mara Nicholson. Due to this past unexpected snow day, our show will be a bit brief. First is a story brought to us by reporter Emily Adams, who informs us of the mandatory meeting upcoming seniors must be at to be eligible for internship, and why the program is a valuable experience.
Every day, Homestead welcomes its students through these doors to begin learning and working for the day. Most students will stick around till 2:30 or later, but there are some students, about 120 to be exact, who leave to go to their internships to get a little bit of a glimpse into their future careers.
The internship program, one of the coolest programs that we have here. And what it is, you go to school for part of the day and then you go and look at the career that you're interested in. There's two main goals. Basically, you're gonna get a hands-on snapshot of the career that you're interested in. It's all about saying, hey, this is definitely what I want to do, or you know what, this is definitely not what I want to do. And that's great because then they're not wasting their time in school, they're not wasting their time pursuing a career that ultimately they're not going to do.
Having this early exposure has opened up my eyes to the medical field as a whole. I have a completely different perspective on the medical field. I'm able to work with talented medical professionals on the daily, and it has provided me with amazing experiences, prior knowledge before going into my 4 years of nursing school.
While not only opening students' eyes to what the realities of their future careers could really look like, there are many other rewarding attributes to this program.
It'll also open a lot of doors. I mean, there are a ton of employers in Fort Wayne that are begging for interns. Employers love them. And so being a part of something like that will open up doors, not only in solidifying your career, but letters of recommendation, job. But the biggest reward or the biggest value of it is the experience that you're gonna get and the connections that you'll make.
Another benefit to the program is that it allows students to apply what they've learned at Homestead into the real world.
One of the big projects I did at my internship was I did a capstone presentation over all the things that I've worked on, such as brand content cleanup for our new website. So I got to present to not only the team I was on, but some Homestead administrators, some VPs that do it best, and some members of HR, which was a really cool opportunity.
While making post-secondary decisions can be terrifying at the very least, clearly getting this up-close and personal look early on is helping these seniors feel a little bit more comfortable. If you're a junior who wants to become an intern next year, make sure you attend the mandatory meeting January 19th at 7:10 in the gray box. If you cannot attend, make sure you email Mr. Rogers at the email shown below. For HHS In Depth, I'm Emily Adams.
Thanks, Emily. Interact Club will be having a penny war beginning next week on Tuesday, January 16th, and ending on February 2nd. Each fifth period class will have a container to collect the money. The class with the highest amount of points per student will earn a treat, which, by the way, the winning class will also get to pick. All money will be donated to No Kid Hungry, as January is Poverty Awareness Month. Here's a look at the clubs meeting over the next week. A new semester is a good time to check out some of these clubs. Well, I'm sure most students are excited about the upcoming 3-day weekend, and while some might only see this as a day off, its true intent is to acknowledge a significant figure in our country's history, Martin Luther King Jr., whose impact on civil rights was immeasurable.
January 15th is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, but why do we celebrate him? Born in Atlanta, Georgia on January 15th, 1929, King was the chief spokesperson for nonviolent activism during the Civil Rights Movement. King gave thousands of speeches and led many civil rights marches, including the March on Washington, where he delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech. Martin Luther King Jr. Day was established in 1971 to be on the second Monday of the year and was first observed in 1986. Make sure to remember why Martin Luther King Jr. Day is so important on your day off.
Next month, we get to learn about and celebrate more Black leaders and pioneers for Black History Month, and HHS In Depth will be doing so as well. We're looking forward to bringing you more information on these historical figures in a few weeks. Now let's turn our attention to the latest updates in Homestead athletics with our Down to the Wire host, Graham DeWitt.
Thank you, Mara. While most of us enjoy the time to relax during break, a few of our teams were in action before we came back to school. Let's start with girls wrestling, who are wrapping up their inaugural season. Last Friday, the girls went to the semi-state match. Junior Katie Vardaman placed first overall, making her the first in Homestead's history in the team's inaugural season. She will finish her season at the state finals today at Kokomo High School. On Monday, the girls basketball team traveled to Concordia and made quick work of them, winning by a final score of 69-38. Whitney Ankenbrook had 24 points, Maya Epps had 15, and Gabby Helsum had 13. They play again tonight in a battle of the two undefeated teams in conference play here at home against Snyder. Speaking of Snyder, our gymnastics team played them here last Tuesday for their second meet of the season. Jillian Krieger picked up where she left off last year, leading the team with a score of 38.350. We also saw great performances from Molly Wilkins with 35.825 and Aubrey Ratty with 32.500. The Spartans went on to win 106.725 to 90.600. Their next meet will be Monday at Angola. Tonight, both our girls and boys basketball teams will be in action against Snyder here at Spartan Arena in one of the biggest doubleheaders of the season. The girls' game will start at 6 o'clock and the boys will tip off at 7:30. That'll wrap up this week's edition of Down to the Wire. Mara, will you be going to the games tonight?
Absolutely. I heard the theme is USA, and I plan to wear red, white, and blue to cheer on the Spartans. Thanks, Graham. That'll wrap up our show for this week. Thanks for watching HHS In Depth, and make sure to have a great 3-day weekend.